which is scheduled to be held in October. I think from 13th up to the 20th of October, according to the announcement that was made by, I think, Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa himself. I've revealed the dates on on this channel, and they're accurate because they were actually revealed by Zanu PF, unless something changes. So sufficient evidence looking at what is currently unfolding these days within ZANU PF, that the days leading to the ZANU PF conference would actually be very, very crucial. What is equally clear from what is prevailing at the moment between the two factions in ZANU PF is that the Mnangagwa faction is pushing forward. That is why you hear of parallel structures being actually given some monies by Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. And specifically, the name of Mnangagwa in these parallel structures is actually preached almost on a daily basis. Every project you will be told the money is coming from Mnangagwa himself, though we know that it is not coming from him. This is the money that comes from the state coffers. From the onset, it's actually clear that it's going to be a serious war between Chiwenga and Mnangagwa. Will power be handed over peacefully? I don't think so. It would never be handed over peacefully. Last time, leading to the conference of Bulawayo, we saw numerous very innocent people dying. I'm sure we are bound to see more this time around. Greetings and on your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that every time live you become the very first one to watch us. So, number one thing, it's quite clear that Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa, though he has publicly said he would not be seeking for a third term, on numerous occasions, but from the look of things, his faction appears to be pushing for him to actually continue as the president up to 2030. We have heard, and actually you can get to see this through pampering these, parallel structures that have been created by him. Most of them, they end with ED, such as pastors for ED, women for ED, to see that Mnangagwa, this time around they have upped their game ahead of their conference. Recently, was it yesterday? They actually gave these women, the pastors for ED. Let's hear one of the representative of that structure speaking.
tichidhisbhesa mari yakabva kumukuru wedu wenyika Dr. Edi Mnangagwa 20,000 yakapuwa kuHarare province pastors for ED. Tiri kutenda kuti mumwaka uno tarangarwa sechechi uye upenyu hwevanhu mumachechi. Vanhu mumachechi vanga vachingoziva zvekunamata vari kumakomo chete asi vasingabati nemaoko avo paeconomic development, kubatsira kuvaka nyika uye kubatsira kuti pfungwa yapresident yevision 2030 yekuti munhu nemunhu munyika yezimbabwe anenge ane upenyu hune mararamiro ari pamusoro yatikati middle upper class economy. Saka tiri kufunga kuti mari yauya kuchechi sekuti chechi i86% of the total population according to census of 2022. Tiri kufunga kuti kubata kuchaita chechi iyo iri 86% zvichabetsera kuti nyika ino ivakike, zvichabetsera kuti upfumi hwedu hwenyika hurambe huchikwirira uye zvatibetsera kuti isu kumachechi chokwadi vhangeri haichanetsi kuparidza nekuti zvazvichinetsa kuti kana usina mari yereni unochingofunga zvokuti wotsvaga sei mari, vamwe vafundi vopedzisira wotsvaga mari zvisina nzira yakanaka, but baba Mnangagwa vabetsera kuti vhangeri.
I like this the last statement that was made by this woman. I don't know her name. Anyway, it's not important, but she's part of those women who are pastors joining this parallel structure called Pastors for ET. As we have heard towards the end, the main reason why they are in this is for money. They're given money to pay their rents. Second thing that he mentioned, which is so crucial, He mentioned it, maybe you may not have heard it. This man is pumped so that they continue to speak about Vision 2030. And when you hear someone speaking about Vision 2030 in Zanu PF, they are saying Mnangagwa should continue to lead as the president up to 2030. And I want to look for something because I've thought of something. I saw something. I hope I'll be able to get that video as soon as possible by actually Jablani Sibanda. When he was speaking at this a certain event where Chiwenga was present about 2030. Let me just, I know I can, let me try to get that video. Just bear with me. I'm almost there. I'm sure I may get it. I pray that I get it. Let me see. Okay. Right, let me see. No. Okay, let me see. Is this new? Okay, so in the video that I'm looking for, unfortunately I can't locate it at the moment. But Jabulani Sibanda was also vowing that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is the only president. He was speaking in front of retired General Dwenga. He is the only president that can actually achieve Vision 2030. There is no one. He was speaking of Chiwenga and Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa at that moment laughed. So you can hear that people are being played here. Mnangagwa wants to continue to be president up to 2030, but he cannot speak that himself. He is using other people. Now the question is retired General Chiwenga equally prepared to actually stop Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa? From my viewpoint, you see, we get to know that there are squabbles in Zanu PF. We get to know that there is factionalism in Zanu PF, not through the retired General Chiwenga faction mainly, but through, the Mnangagwa faction. The faction of retired General Chiwenga started to be vocal, especially when we saw Blessed Keza standing up and calling out Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. That is where we got to understand, I understood before, but that is where a lot of people got to see that within Zanu PF, there were a group of people who are against Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, changing the constitution, extending his term of office up to 2030. So now what they're trying to do, obviously you see these pastors bribed, you see everything that they have tried, the strategy of co-opting Gudawashe Chakwirei. So far, Gudawashe Chakwirei's strategy is appearing not to be working, because when Zanu PF wanted to co-opt Gudawashe Chakwirei, Chiwenga had to stand up himself and show to Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa that he was against Gudawashe Chakwirei. And Mnangagwa ended up chanting the slogan, "Down with Zwikanandas." Chiwenga is not a man of many words, but where he acts, he does so decisively, and he shows authority most of the times when he acts. Now, we are seeing these dramatic events that are done by Mnangagwa at the moment in preparation of the conference. You can see your Owen Mutangube, they are busy. When they actually build a toilet, he opens it. When they actually put a 1 meter tar road, he has actually developed his propaganda gang to actually take these videos, and they make it a big issue. And they say Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is developing Zimbabwe. There is no Zimbabwe that is being developed. And I must say, I think Mnangagwa faction is really struggling to recover from the missiles that have been fired by Blessed Keza. We have seen them standing up, spending, pumping a lot of money, particularly into this 2030 endeavor. Now, at the end of the day, who will have the last laugh? I think in conclusion, it is quite clear who will have the last laugh. Most probably someone who plays his cards within his chest. That person is more dangerous than someone who is loud and making a lot of noise. The faction of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa makes a lot of noise, reveals their strategies. We know all their strategies, we know all their shenanigans, and that on its own, in my view, is a serious the way of doing things, because it prepares the other faction, which is always quiet, by the way, most of the times appearing as if there is nothing that they are capable of doing. But I can attest to you that these are the people with capabilities. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Also, do remember to support. I have released my video, a video entitled Utando Lwake. I will be putting the link on the description of this video as soon as I end this live broadcast. Please click that link and watch the video. Let's hear your comment after watching the video. Share it with family members. It is not harmful. Tata Bungozi, listen to this thing. It is not danger at all. Thank you very much once again. Okancup Omhlabane is signing off. Let me laugh and leave.